Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Downtown Kato Paphos on a truly spectacular evening indeed. The sun has just started on its ascent. It's off to downtown Kato, Australia. It's going to go and see our man, Mr. Leon, in Tasmania. And of course, our girl all the way out in Adelaide, Miss Helen. And I've brought with me the most beautiful woman in the world, and her name is Miss Orchin. Gracias, Labu.
Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again and again.
What do you think of the weather, Gracias?
The weather is quite pleasant. I should say the weather is absolutely amazing. It's today breezy, a little bit windy. The wind is not hot. It's a little bit cuddling and hugging you all over with a beautiful spirit.
And I must say, you're looking stunningly beautiful tonight. I also like the new earrings and the new necklace.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Paul. It's a present.
It was presented by Mr. Chris.
Yes.
Of the Sea Sponge fame.
Yes.
And he's branched out in the, what do they call it?
Shiva Eye.
Shiva Eye.
Yeah, this Shiva means something. I don't really know. But actually this is from the bad energy or something like that.
Well, good energy is what it's about.
Good energy. And today, whole day, I've had a wonderful day. Wonderful, and I mean it. So they really bring the luck.
They do indeed. Let's have a bit of a twirl for Dame Anne, the girl in charge of the show. There we are. What do you think of those pantaloons, Dame Anne? And of course, it's a new blouse. I think we've seen the top before. The top. No, we've seen the blouse is new, the top. That's been before, and the trousers are new.
Mr. Paul, do you think I remember?
I don't think you do.
Thousands, and I mean it, thousands of pieces.
Shall we go for a walk down the Kato Paphos Promenade? Shall we go?
What did
Pieces?
I just say?
Pieces?
Thousands of pieces.
Oh, right. She's confusing her English again. We're at the start of the downtown Kato Paphos Promenade. We'd like you to come with us, and we're going to go and have a walk. Which way do you want to go? That way. You want to go that way? Right, we'll go that way. Come on. We'll start a new route off this raised platform, which is above the toilets and the changing rooms at the very start of the promenade area. There's a little side escape route, as you can see, and it brings you straight out on to the start of the downtown Kato Paphos Promenade area. That is the Annabelle restaurant to our left hand side, and there's some people over there that already know us. Yes, us, you all right? We know that lady from before, and of course she's with her grandson, and she's just spotted us up on the top there. That's the Annabelle Hotel, and there's bungalows and all those kind of things in its grounds. It's had a refurbishment to its upper terrace and its pool area. This is a little place where anybody can book in and hire a sunbed for €2.50, an umbrella for €2.50. You can get a big towel for €3.50 and a safe box for €3.50. There's toilets, there's showers, and there's changing rooms, and of course there is free Wi-Fi. And these are actually the lock boxes. What actually happens is that you get a special token that opens that up, and you can put your bits and bobs in there. And of course that goes on a little rubber band, and you can carry it even if you go into the blue Mediterranean Sea. Some of the superstars who've actually used those sunbeds, of course, the one and only superstar known as Lord Richie and his partner in crime, Lady Zuzka. And they're coming to Paphos very soon indeed.
Oh, how nice. I really miss them, honestly. Once you meet with the people, you want to come them again. You want them to come again. Sorry for my French. And you're always dreaming. The time goes a little bit slow. The same way we're waiting for our dearest Dame Anne and many others. People, we're waiting for you.
We are indeed. So if you're looking for us, more often than not, especially at the summer season, sometime around about 7 o'clock up until about 8:30ish, we'll be in and around the Kato Paphos Harbour, Promenade, Bar Street area. And after that, well, normally you'll find us sitting in one of the restaurant areas in the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour. If you see us sitting there and you fancy a chat, if you fancy a picture, just pop over and say hello. We don't bite, that's for sure. That's the blue Mediterranean Sea, and as you can see, it's looking truly spectacular indeed. That sea is looking blue. That sky is looking blue. Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue, so all that's actually missing is
you. And you never get on a big bird. You never take even a canoe in order to make us happy. But I know you soon will.
We will indeed. We're in downtown Kato Paphos on a truly spectacular spectacular day indeed. And there's a lot of people hunting around in the area, looking for a drink or a bite to eat, or perhaps they're going to go to the harbour and film and feed the little girl known as Coco the Pelican, which we did last night.
These two boys were waving to the parents maybe, or to someone else.
Well, I saw them smiling and smirking. They spotted us, that was for sure.
Probably the guy's a little bit shy. It doesn't matter, they're smiling. You can always come and say...
They're having a bit of a smile in the background there. We should go and say hello.
You see?
How are you? You all right?
Good, thank you.
What's your name, sir? Fletcher. Have you actually seen us on YouTube?
Yeah,
I have. I
Thought you had. What's your name? Claire. Find this. He's run away.
All right, mate.
You all right?
Yeah, you?
He's run off. You all right? How are you doing? What's your name? Lewis. Great name. Great to meet you. Where are you from?
Devon.
Devon. Is the weather in Devon no good?
Not all the time.
No? Have you not had a scorcher for the last... Right, okay.
It's raining again now.
Ah, okay. So, how long are you here for?
We go home on Sunday.
Ah, well, the weather's going to be fine for you.
Avanti holiday village.
That's a good place to be, isn't it? It's a good place.
Yeah,
We saw your little smile as we went past you. And you lit up. You lit up, isn't it? Great to have met you. Have a safe trip back to Devon. See you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Absolute stars all the way from downtown in Devon. I think a couple of days ago I spotted them in the background once before as well.
Well done to the boys. The boys are really two heroes for me because they are very young. In that age, many young people feeling a little bit uncomfortable to, especially we are much older, and that's why. If now we were that age like those boys, I think they would come, hey, you know, differently. But I think that's the barrier of them to be more.
I think in general a lot of people are
More
shy.
brave in this way.
Yes,
But
and
well
they're
done,
shy
boys.
at the end of the day. Thanks for accosting us. We love it. So if you see us anywhere in downtown Paphos, or anywhere in the world, by the way. In fact, Miss Oching-Wassila was accosted on an aeroplane not that long ago when she was coming back from seeing her mum. Yes, somehow somebody on that aeroplane knew who she was and went over to say hello and got a picture or two. We're in the downtown Kato Paphos Promenade area. This is the start of it. These are the waves that are built into the concrete. That's the Banya restaurant over there, which sits on the cusp of the blue Mediterranean Sea. And this is the very start. It kicks off with the Bank of Cyprus. You've got a fishing tackle and souvenir, toy shop, swimwear. There's a coffee shop. There's an ice cream parlour. There's an optician. And there's a shop after shop after shop. That's for sure.
Well, Mr. Paul, I suggest you this time to change the routes and avoid the Banya because our dearest family have seen this very area and we should go around.
We're going to go this way, yes.
I know, my dearest ladies, my favorite dearest ladies, you now wondering, Marika, are you not hot? Why are you wearing this now? And I'll answer your question immediately. My dearest ladies, and of course gentlemen too. I'm a little bit sunburned from yesterday, so I'm covering my farmer's sunbathing.
She was out sunbathing yesterday. Oching-Wassila, the lady of leisure, decided to go off with the baby LaBouffe, that's the daughter, Miss Ella, to the beach yesterday. And of course they frazzled a little bit, shall we say. So today she's a little bit red across the shoulders and across the tops of those thighs. You seen it?
I was snoozing on my belly, so logically, if you're on belly, the backside is get burnt, and if you are on backside, then your bellies get burnt. Luckily.
And various other parts as well.
Luckily, the belly is okay.
There we are. Luckily, she hasn't got sunburn. She's just that little bit tender, shall we say. We've started the descent down the Kato Paphos Promenade. There's a lot of people wandering around. There's a lot of people looking for a drink or two, and a lot of people looking for a bite to eat. Downtown Kato Paphos Promenade on a truly spectacular summer's eve. We're into July. The party has begun. It can only get busier and busier and busier. So get yourself on that big bird or that canoe and start paddling like crazy, because Paphos, as we keep telling you, is quite simply waiting for you. There's many superstars coming into town. Welsh Dave and his Miss Rachel, they're getting on a big bird. very, very soon indeed. Tanya's getting on a big bird. There's a lot of people coming, and we understand some of our biggest superstars in the world, like my cuz King James, his Queen Karine, and of course if your dad's a king and your mum's a queen, that must mean that you must be a princess. So that means that Princess Dali's coming as well.
Oh yeah, how? It's going to be very nice. It's going to be just a pleasure for us, and I'm more than sure for you as well, to meet each other and to have a talk or two.
And a bit of a chuchka dance down the downtown Kato Paphos Promenade on a truly spectacular evening just like tonight. Shop after shop, restaurant after restaurant. If you're looking for something to eat, if you're looking for a gift, or if you want to sup on a pint or two, just over there is what's called the Wooden Pub. It's a concrete structure with a little bit of wood up, and they decided to call it the Wooden Pub. So it sort of fits in, and it's a very, very popular place indeed. If you want to sup on a pint or two, whether it be beer, lager, or even cider. Now, there's people hunting, as you can see. They're deciding where shall they go to eat. And as we progress down the Kato Paphos Promenade, we're going to show you one or two of the restaurants along the way. This is a very, very busy place indeed. And I remember we popped into this place on the right-hand side with some of our superstars in around about November. And it was with Sir Richard, of course, Lady Julie Nash, and their great son and great friend of mine. My little mate, who's not that little, and of course his name is Viscount Leo.
Leo, a lovely boy, by the way. He likes Oreo ice cream.
He does like Oreo ice cream, he does indeed.
Oreo ice cream.
And then this one is the Mar Blanco. So, perhaps if your name is Lord Simon or Lord Jeremy of the Couple of Pains fame, that could be that special place for you to go and get that chicken or even that pork kebab or two. Downtown Kato Paphos Promenade on a truly spectacular day indeed. And if you're wondering how the channel is funded, well, it's very, very simple. All you have to do is click through to our About page, where you will find the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Hunt us down. I'm going to die on camera. Hunt us down and perhaps attach one of your plastic friends to it. Perhaps if your name is Bobo the dog and you've got an owner called Mr. Sean, they like to buy us a coffee or two now and again, and quite a few people like to join in that club, and one or two people have even joined us as superstars along the way. €10 a month, and of course you can get to be one of our superstars and get a special title especially for you. This is Mr. Pollis, and he's desperately trying to get on to Marika and me. Probably not. He's probably on one of our rival channels. He's talking. There we are, he's talking. What does he do? Well, he'd like to tattoo the living daylights out of you. Special wedding occasions, christenings, those kind of things. If you like a little bit of Bob Marley, why not? If you want a cat, if you want a dog, if you want something special, let's have a look in here. What have we got? There's lions and tigers, there's snakes, there's gorillas, there's all sorts of things going on, isn't there? Look at that. Look at them. Wow. And there's people walking back with ghetto blasters in their backpack, and she's wiggling and dancing her rear end of the downtown Kato Paphos. Look at that. Feast your eyes and digest. There they are, dancing and prancing in downtown Paphos. Receive the booth, let's keep going.
You actually start dying, choked yourself when you saw that girl half undressed.
No, I choked before.
I think it was
I came
her.
back to life when I saw her.
This was the reason, Mr.
I came back to
allow
life.
you, don't worry.
I know you do.
My panda.
Your panda is in town. The panda boy is in town. We must understood him. We talked to him off camera afterwards. He was going to Ayia Napa for the weekend. Yes, but he's coming back to Paphos, and he's going to be here for another couple of weeks because he understood that Paphos was where he was going to make a couple of bob or two. There's McKellis. He's not dressed in blue. What's going on? That's the man in charge of the Captain's View restaurant. So hunt him down. Come and have a chat with him. Yes, we'll go, Mara. You all right? Okay. And did they get a 10% discount? Yes, they do. So if you go to the Captain's View restaurant up there, great food, and of course a spectacular view out across that blue Mediterranean Sea. Now back to the panda. There he is. He's getting ready to entertain you. A spectacality of event. Feast your eyes and digest. He's a great friend of ours now, and we hope that he stays in Paphos for a long time, and he's entertaining the life out of an awful lot of people, that is for sure.
He's very puffy, Mr. Pay, I think. So he's eating a lot. What have you eaten? in Panda.
Yes, that's called Maru, you all right?
Yes.
There we are. He's a good chap, there's no doubt about that. Why not come and get a picture or two with him, and then we'll stick that back on for him so you understand what it is all about. The wind seems to have got to this. Let's tuck that in for him, because obviously he's going to have a bit of trouble tucking it in himself, that's for sure. So we're making a bit of a mess of it, aren't we? I think someone that's tried to rip it off or something. So there you go, that's what it's all about. The Panda Road Trip Adventure. And you can come along, and of course you can drop a couple of euros in that box, especially for him.
Mr. Paul, have you counted all my money, by the way?
He's not doing too bad, to be honest. He's doing quite well. So the idea is, whether you're a littlie or a biggie, come down, have a pose with our man, the Panda, and of course you get a special picture to take with you back to your home country, or perhaps you live in Cyprus, so you haven't got far to go, shall we say. Receive?
Oh, he's loving. Actually, I think he's loving me and you, and we loving him, because he feels that when we come to him, we are so happy. I think he's the same.
I think he's a very joyful chap, to be honest.
Yes.
English is not his first language, but off camera, when we sit with him, we've talked to him 3 or 4 times now, 10-15 minutes at a time, and he really is a nice guy, and he's all the way from Serbia, and he's funding his trip in and around Europe, and we think it was a great idea that he came up with. And I've never seen it anywhere else. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but of course it's the first time for Paphos, and I think he had a good weekend in Ayia Napa as well. We're going to say thanks for watching, and if you do like what you see, want to hit that like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of our madness.
I would like to thank you many times, kiss you and love you from the bottom of our 2 hearts.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to click through to our About page, where of course you will find the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Please buy us a coffee or 2 as a thank you, as a salute, or perhaps to motivate us to make that special video especially for you. That's the downtown Kato Paphos harbour. Don't forget to come back that little bit later, and of course that's where we will be especially for you.
Especially for Mr. John.
Go on, take it away, especially for our Mr. John Ricey, all the way in downtown Glasgow. Thanks for watching, and of course we will see you again very soon indeed.